Hello everyone, welcome back to brand new session of React Native Tutorials 2020. My name is Usadathar and I'll be your instructor for today's tutorial. Today we will learn how to implement a social login into our React Native project using React Native CLI. We will implement two social login. The number first we will learn how to implement Facebook login into our React Native project. Then we will implement Google social login into our project. So let's begin. New project. Go to the terminal and in the project directory type npx React Native init. Let's give it a name, social login. It will create a new project and I will be back when it gets installed. We have created the project successfully. Now navigate to the project directory here, social login. Then if I go to the official document for React Native Facebook login, here we need to add this line, which will install a Facebook login SDK for React Native. So npx React Native, sorry, okay, I did it wrong. Npx install okay, if I check npm install React Native. What is it? FB React Native FB SDK. You need to run npm install React Native FB SDK. So the React Native SDK installed successfully. Okay, now let's create a new app for the Facebook sign-in. Go to developers.facebook.com/apps. Here, click add a new app, then create a new app ID. Then give it a contact email ustudio16@gmail.com. Now give it a display name rnfv login. Create app ID. Submit. Okay, that's the app ID. Let's Okay, here we have a social login. We will be implementing it for the iOS platform. Go to the basic. Here we have app secret, app name, app ID. We need to add platforms. So here we have this add platform. Select iOS. Then we need to add the bundle identifier here. So go to the Xcode project, or you can go to the directory where you have installed this project. Okay, where is social login? iOS. Now open this project. This is the bundle identifier. We need to add it here. Save changes. We have successfully added a platform in this project. So now what we will do, let's in the terminal navigate to the iOS directory, type cd iOS and then pod install. It will install the pods. It will take a few minutes, so let's wait. I will be back when it gets installed. Facebook SDK installed in the pod file successfully. Now open the Xcode project here. Find info.plist file. Here we have this info.plist file. Now open as source code. Okay, now at this point here, when we open configure iOS project configuration, here inside we have this quick start. Click on it. Then select RNFV login, what we created previously, and now inside this we need to add this code into our info.plist file. Below this dictionary tag, copy paste it. Then here add this thing as well below this line. Save this file. Okay, I think I made a mistake. Instead of pasting it inside this dictionary tag, we will paste it below this closing tag of dictionary. Then here we will check RN. This is the same app ID that we created or not. So here go to 8194. Okay, RNFP login. That's it. Please make sure you have this app ID correct. Okay, now the next step is go to appdelegate.m file. Here import vsdk core kit SDK, h. Then inside this did finish with launching, we will add below this self.window but above return.yes. we will add FB SDK application delegate shared instance application inside this did finish with launch options. Then we have now we need to add boolean application open URL with options here. Okay, what is this? Then inside this we will have bool handled equals fvk sdk application delegate app URL options. Okay, then return. I think this is not the correct function that I was looking for. URL, then we have source application annotation, right? Now for source application options, I do UI application open URL UI applications URL source application key select options into UI application annotation key UI application open URL annotation key. Close the stack, return handled. Now build this project. We need to add this here. It will take few minutes, so let's wait here. I will be back when it gets installed. I think it's taking too much time. I got the error here. So what was the mistake? I previously what I did was right, and then secondly I don't know why I switched below this dictionary text. So just undo it. Now if I run this project again, it should work now. So it built successfully. Now let's begin code in our React for the social login. In Visual Studio Code, here we have a app.js file. So let's remove all of this code. Now start implementing from the scratch. So we have import React component from React Native. Then we have this import view comma text from React Native. Then import login button access token graph request graph request manager. From React Native FBSDK login button access then export default class app extends component state equals user info and get info from token is equals to token create a constant profile request params. We are creating a parameters for the for that we need that we will request into our Facebook login. Inside this field we will have string id name first name and the last name. Inside this tag, constant profile request, new graph request, /me, comma, here token, comma, parameters, we will pass profile request params, token, then this. Okay, we have now error, comma, result, error. If we have error, and console log error, login info has an error, then if we logged in successfully, else set state, so info to result, and console.log result. Comma, new graph request manager dot add request, profile request dot start. Okay, now for render, we will first add a view, we will give the style here, let's say flex 1, margin of 50, inside this view we will add the login button, on login finished, error, result, Now if we got the error here, we'll print console.log. Login has error. Plus result dot error. Now if we logged in successfully, we will get the access token, get current access token dot then data constant access token dot to string this dot get info from token access token. On logout finished, state if we log out, we will remove all this user info. So we are emptying the user info object. Okay. Now here, let's say state dot user info dot name and text. Style font size, margin 16, we will print sorry, logged in as this dot state user info dot name. We have this closing tag, then view. We have this extra here. We should save this file here. So what we are doing, we have added a view here with flex1 and margin 50. Then inside this view we will show a Facebook default button, and when we click on it, so when we get the data access token here, then we will pass this access token inside this function, which will call a graph request API, and in result it will give us the name, first name and the last name and the details of the logged in user, right? So save this file. and here go back to the React Native directory and type npx react native run dash ios. Okay, as you can see here, we got the Facebook login button here. Since we open it from this terminal, so new simulator will get open. So let's wait. We got the button here, so if I clicked on it, it shows me pop-up. So type the continue. It will open the facebook.com. Now we need to add. Okay, I will enter these things and I will get back to you. Entered my details here, and then I will be navigated to the screen. Then select continue as said. Okay, can't find the variable access token. Okay, it's saying line number 36 or 25. Okay, so 36 is here. So we got some typo, I guess. Yeah, this should be 8CC. We got extra C here. So now save this file and run again. Now click on FB logout. Logged in. Continue as KC 36. We are getting an error. Stop every server here and restart the server. Close this. I think there might be some error. in this function. So to verify this, let's comment out these lines. Now we are getting the error here. Okay, let's add this line, check if it's work or not. Is cancelled. Then console.log login is cancelled. Save and run again. Logged in. Still we got the error. I figured it out. What was the error? Get access token is a function, so I need to pass braces here. Save this file, and if I run again, now it should work. Logged in. Continue. Okay. Okay. We got another kind of warning. And the same thing happened here. The graph request manager is also a class, so save this file, run again here, so log out, logged in, new. Yeah, you can see log in user as Sadhar. We successfully logged in with the Facebook. So we got first name, ID, last name, and full name. Now let's create a custom button in which on when we tap on the this custom button, we will open the same functionality as we created earlier for the default Facebook button, right? So to do this, let's implement a function which will handle Facebook login. Now login manager dot login with permissions, public profile dot then is cancelled. Login cancelled. If someone cancels the login process, then it will log login cancelled, right? Then we have else. If we successfully logged in, then we will perform the same behavior what we did here. error. If we got some error while the login in with Facebook, then we will show console.log. Login fail with error. It's error. You will initializing the state with the empty object. So user info was what its error is about. I don't know. Let me check. We open this basis here, right? Then we got this open square braces, then this curly braces closed here. Okay, so that's it. Now what we will do inside this render function, we will check constant is logged in dot name, and constant button text equals is login. We will check if user is login, then we will show the button text to be log out with Facebook. If it's not login, then we will show login with Facebook. Then we have constant dot on press button is login. Login with log. If it's login, log out. Log out with Facebook function. Here type logout with Facebook. Inside this login manager, logout user info, sorry, this dot state. Emptying the state when user logs out. else if the user is not logged in, then this dot log in with Facebook. Okay, now what we will do here, instead of this login button functionality, we will replace this with, we need to add touchable opacity. So to create our own custom button, so touchable opacity. Okay, touchable opacity. Inside this view tag, add touchable opacity. Press button. Here add style. To be, let's say, give it a blue color. Padding 16. Align items. Center. Justify content. Center. Okay. Just indent the code. To indent the code, press Option, Shift and F. Then inside this touchable opacity, add text, and here pass button text. Now save this file and run. You will see we have this login, our custom login with Facebook button. When we click on it, we will see a pop-up. Continue. As you can see, we have successfully logged in as US author, Usad author. Okay, now let's implement it for the Android version. So let's begin it. Let's begin integrating Facebook login for Android platform. Now go to the Facebook developers website, developer.facebook.com. Here we created an app for iOS. Now let's add platform for the Android version. So click on add platform. Here select Android. Now okay, we need to add Google Play package name. So open the project here in Android Studio. Then we need to find the package name. So go to android manifest.xml. Here we have this package. So it is com.social login. Here add this. Then class in the main activity. Okay. Now our main class would be main activity. So we need to add this activity in the Android. So this is the inactivity name. Now we need key hashes. So how to get this key hash? You need to run a command here. So since we will be creating this for only for debug build, so we need to copy this command. I will share this command in the description link, or maybe you can Google it. You will find a lots of solutions in the Stack Overflow. So now paste this. When you paste this, you will get this hash key. You will you need to copy this and add it into your Facebook Android platform. Okay, think say, click on Save Changes. Use this package name. Okay. One more thing I forgot to add. When writing this class name, you need to add the package name first. So which is com.social login.main activity. And just copy this and you can paste it here so that there won't be any mistake. Or maybe we can copy it from here. Okay, now save changes. Use this package name. Now we are good to go. Okay, now go to resource folder here, values, and we have the string. So let's add app ID here. So to add this string name would be Facebook underscore app underscore ID. Close this tag and copy the app ID which we created here. So this is the app ID. Now we need to paste it here. Okay. Now go to the Android manifest file. Here we have permissions to use the internet. We already added. So now what we need to do, okay, above this application tag we will add meta data. Now Android name. Now here press com.facebook.sdk.application id. Just check it, com.facebook.sdk, a capital application, I capital D small id, then Android value, and inside this value we will pass the application Facebook app id. Okay, now let's open the project. Now let's start the server for Android. So navigate to project directory. If I ls cd social login clear, then npx react native run Android. It will open the simulator and it will start the server to test our Android projects. It will take time. I think I will get back to you guys when it get run successfully. It runs successfully. Now we can see we have the button here, custom button for Facebook login. If I click on login with Facebook here, as you can see, it will open an app. Okay, it's asking because I am running it for very first time. Thanks. Okay, let me enter my credentials here. Okay, I entered my credentials here. Now click on continue. As you can see, we successfully logged in Facebook for Android as well. So thank you for watching.